Welcome, I'm Crystalgate, playing from Glory to Go, and I'm doing Operation Colonization. I take crystalline carapaces. Volatile compounds and adaptive mandibles. I want a desert map now, but I want one with Go because I'm playing Admiral and his commanders are not that good against the robots. Yeah, I'm resetting here and going for something with Go. This one has a modifier that I can't really accept. Negative unit speed is not something I'm going to go with. Okay, minus 141 movement vibration is pretty much broken. The Hawkeye isn't really that good for what I'm trying to do, but my plan is to leave the Hawkeye for last because well, it will matter least the further in I get. I haven't really gotten that great set of perks, but it's rather fun having the perk that makes you stealthy. Now I'm playing on half speed and then speeding the game up to normal speed via editing or other video. And the reason I'm doing this is because the game is more or less unplayable if you don't do that. If we compare this game to They Are Billions, you get 22 seconds per effort/gold tick cycle. Compared to They Are Billions, I think it's about 28 seconds. And there's also much more you have to do each cycle in this game, so unlike They Are Billions, which you can play with no pause, this game is a massive pain, and I haven't seen any YouTube video where they play at full speed and at higher difficulty. I have actually only seen one game where they play at full speed, no pause, and that game used an easier difficulty.
You're under attack.
This has some unfortunate implication from the sounds, but I don't really see a way around this right now. Either I start pausing all the time, or I play this game slow down and then use video editing to speed the video up to normal speed. Anyway, I'm getting next level. I did not get Earth's banner in any of the levels. That's unfortunate because that's one you really want. Though I could fix that later, I think, with a forge. I don't recall right now how good it is at giving me captain specific. Anyway, I'm going pretty heavily into economy right now. I haven't really built anything that isn't geared for economy right now. And it's going to take some time before I start getting more units. I have already found next patch of greenery, so I have a direction to expand. I do want to find ore as well. And I also got the robotics now already. My first research is pretty much always robotics. You really want to prioritize economy at the beginning, at least I do. There are other people playing with other tactics, but mine is very economy heavy. To be honest, there aren't that many videos. Oh yeah, I did purposefully take the Walker out into the untamed terrain on the desert, and it didn't spawn anything. That's because I got the perk that gives more than a negative 100%, so there is no room. Basically, I have no sound when the units walk. And walkers, they are very good in this situation, where they will let me expand very quickly. I will lose a lot of captain experience though. And I also found ore, so everything is looking really great. Oh yeah, the one reason that I wanted a desert map is because the game is going to be too easy otherwise. And normally you can select down to 33 cycles before the first map, but the operation automatically sets you at 37 cycles, so I have 4 cycles more than I'm used to, and it does make this game far easier than normally, so that's why I do want to ensure I have that I pick the hardest map. The lush map is the easiest, so if you want an easier time of operation, that's the map you want to get. I'm going to start my ore production on cycle 18, I think. We'll probably finish the mine time, or maybe not, 18 or 19. Doesn't matter, I should have plenty of cycles to build a good ore stock. Further to the south I'm seeing more grass, so I do have my direction of expansion. I don't think the Admiral has very strong level 4 perks. But garrison units would be great if I used more bunkers, but I don't use that many bunkers really.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack.
I really should have gotten factory at this point. I don't know why I didn't. But, well, I'm getting it now. So, that's all fine, I guess. Well, it's not as if I'm having a problem here. Starting resources means that it doesn't really matter that much, because I already started the game with a lot more ore, so I'm going to be able to get whatever ore I need before first wave, and a lot more actually.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
This was a bit unfortunate and a mistake from my side, but it's not such a big deal in this game. It would have been worse if I had made that mistake in their billions.
Let's go. On my way. On my way.
I do have the barracks on, so I'm soon going to get some reinforcement and have an easier time guarding my base. The Lancer teams I built here earlier are primarily going to be there in order to free up, in order to spend the ore before I waste them. Although, now that I build a factory, I have a lot more ore storage, so it's going to be less of a problem.
On my way. Let's go. Let's go. On my way.
I do see a geyser spot to upper right of the screen somewhere, so that is one that I will want to grab.
We're under attack.
I'm getting my first wave now, and it's going to be rather easy to deal with it because I'm going to have cannons ready. Outside of operations, 2 laser turrets will usually be enough to clear a wave, and cannons are usually overkill, but due to the fact that I picked exploding enemies and enemies waves may be a bit bigger also in operations, I will need a bit more firepower than I would have needed otherwise. I'm starting to build up the ship, and early I am going to go for some effort production, but then I want to get academies and turn every unit into a veteran.
We're under attack.
I'm building hub where I build it because I want to get 3 spots that I can easier turn into academies. Yeah, the music is rather unfortunate here, but well, again, I can't play this game on normal speed, so either I do it like this or I have to pause all the time. So I'm starting to build armories, which I'm going to then turn into academies. Had this been a normal map and not operation, I wouldn't have had that breach I had during the wave, because 2 cannons is just such an overkill otherwise. But yeah, I was not playing, I am playing operations, so the enemies can and do breach me at times. In particular, having the enemies explode on death means that they will deal damage as long as they are able to make it to my walls, right? And I think most of the damage they deal will come from there.
We're under attack.
Three armories will get the units up to first veterancy levels as they are produced. So this is a good first milestone. It will not have any effect on already existing units though.
We're under attack.
I'm having a bit of problem with my choke points here. I think I have the defense now in order. The infantries are not going to be reliable as a defense for much longer, so I need to replace them with towers. Or put them in bunkers, that would also have worked.
On my way. On my way.
We're under attack.
Engage. Affirmative. Engage. Commencing.
I'm starting producing commandos, but I have already produced a few. And well, they are kind of a replacement for walkers this early. Well, if you're playing against the good, they will if you mess them enough, last for the more or less the whole game. Against the robots, however, they have the problem that they don't have heavy armor, so even as the admirals you would want the walkers instead.
We're under attack.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, my troopers have been killed, the ones who guarded the temple,
We're under attack.
so I'm replacing them with commandos for now.
Affirmative.
I'm starting my step towards not many more armories. I want later to have 8 armories that will start the units at almost veterancy level 2. They need to attack once and then they become veterans.
We're under attack.
I got it.
We're under
Things are looking rather good as far as crystals and effort is concerned, but I do want to find more ore soon. And there is actually at the bottom of the screen a patch, but it will take some time for me to get there. Still, I will say that things are looking rather good for me.
We're under attack.
On my way.
And recycle will help a lot with the ore problem. Normally I would have researched walkers long time ago, but since I'm playing with the admiral, I am going to stick to commandos instead. It's worth noting that the crystalline structures mutator I picked for the Go do nerf the commandos a bit, because they hit hard but are slow firing, so they will use up one shot just to remove the armor. They should still work well, and next they should have fire rate to peel off the crystal armor quick enough.
Orders received. Orders received. Orders received.
We're under attack.
On my way.
I have 5 academies going on, 3 more to go, and then we'll start the units almost at veterans sea level 3.
You got it. On my way.
The strategy with getting a lot of academies early is going to be far less effective this early in the or rather in operations, because I lose the ship and I have to start with a new one. That said, when I get a new ship, I should be able to quickly build up new academies. So it's all good anyway.
We're under attack.
I keep forgetting that I can move into hostile territory with no problems, because I have more than 100% reduction in the foot noise I make, so I would not trigger any unburrowing enemies. But well, I'm not used to having zero noise. I think I have all the academies I need now. So I will be using fully leveled commanders soon. Those academies are a massive boost for the admiral and pretty much any commander who relies on barracks units like the mutant. Oh yeah, now that I have made all the academies, I'm going to go back to getting more effort production. My effort production isn't really that good right now. I got early on a lot of water, but I haven't really gotten that much. But it's probably going to fix a lot when I get the geysers. I also do get a considerable area of grass. I'm getting my second wave, and the strategy is simply going to be lots of cannons. Or well, some cannons at least, and walls.
On my way. On my way. Copy.
We're under attack.
On my way. Orders received.
We're under attack.
On my way. On my way. On my way. On my way. Let's go.
Yeah, The music when the enemy waves is coming sounding rather comical when speeded up like this. It's again unfortunate, but
On my way.
yes, I could turn off the music completely. The sound from units responding and shooting and so on would still sound strange. Under normal play that is not in operations, 2 cannons are enough to defeat the second wave. But I'm not going to trust the cannons.
Let's go.
We're under attack.
Orders received.
We're under attack.
Attack. Orders received.
I have been going by with only one ore patch so far, though it does help that I'm using commandos. They cost a lot less ore than, say, walkers. At least when you have academies and they can start them at almost level 3.
On my way.
We're under attack.
And I see even more grass.
On my way.
So I'm pretty much set as far as grass is concerned. Or
On my
what?
way. Orders received.
Well, effort will be in the end.
We're under attack.
My effort is now still below 400.
On my way.
We're under attack.
Let's go. Attack.
We're under attack.
I have usually more than 400 effort production after first wave, or rather before the first wave starts. But well, I did go without
You on my way.
expanding to water for a while, and I pumped the commander, so that's kind of what happens then.
Attack. Attack.
We're under attack.
The SAM sites are mostly good for anti-pest control. It's preventing random enemy flyer from just flying in and messing things up. if there come a big swarm of flyers on waves, SAMs aren't really that good at dealing with them. Anyway, I'm pretty soon going to get another ore mine. Here it goes.
On my way. Commencing.
We're under attack.
And with those two SAM sites up, I should have my whole base secured against flyers. Well, again, outside of waves.
We're under attack.
On my way. Orders received. On my way. Orders received.
My ship is getting more and more built. I'm almost done with it. Could upgrade it, but
On my way.
the
On my way.
final wave for mission 1 will pretty soon come, and I'm going to lose the ship after that, so there's not that much of a point in going too crazy with it. Oh yeah, the whirlpools, you can get water from them, but they're usually not packed densely enough for it to pay off. Robots have a greater use of them, because even a few whirlpools is often enough to allow you to put a few data centers on them.
We're under attack.
I'm building a ship cannon, and they can be good to have as a backup. This is especially true later missions. They
On my way.
can be very good anti-wave defense. But for mission 1, which I'm at, I'm going to be too far ahead in economy, and I will have too many defenses to really need to worry. So I don't need a ship cannon, so I can just go for economy. But for later missions, those are going to be a concern. Particularly, it's going to be rather difficult at least search and destroy the third mission if you don't have ship cannons.
We're under attack.
Orders
I have gotten the storage building, so I will now be able to expand much faster. Or depot it's called. Oh yes, I think it's maybe called storage on the ship. Regardless, the depot is going to be very helpful.
Engage.
We're under attack.
Yeah, if you do run out of energy, best way of getting back is to remove the robotics or rather disable them. I took down the walls because I wanted to leave one space of walls intact so I can maneuver my units there. The cannons will not be able to hold it on their own, so I'm going to need to get help from a lot of my units. I have a few electro cyborgs and they are they are good for waves. They are also good for clearing, especially full level. One of the commanders unfortunately took the wrong path.
Engage.
Think I should aim for getting a forge for the commander maybe next mission so I can give him better weapon. Okay, the enemies are coming. It's the final wave for first mission. And epic music is playing. It's going to be sped up to double, but this one actually still sounds somewhat good,
On my way.
unlike the more vanilla enemy incoming sound.
On my way. On my way.
I would not recommend building past the desert like that unless you have the perk that removes your sound pretty much. It appears that it counts as a movement vibration when you build on enemy terrain, so I'm not going to trigger any enemies by building, to my best understanding at least. Yeah, most of the damage coming from enemies being killed by my units.
Orders received.
So, and that was the first mission. See you the next mission. Dig in ability, that's going to be an interesting one. See you.